Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond Experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time-tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I'm Paige, RVAx owner and chief marketing officer. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAx owner and editor-in-chief, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, the Weekly Insider and the Weekender, and City Guides. Hi, everyone. We're doing something a little differently today. As you probably saw on social media sometime last week, Paige unfortunately lost her grandmother and is out of town at the moment. And instead of trying to crowbar in a recording on our end, I said, why don't we have on husband to the podcast, husband to the business at large, Matt Heinz. And so that's what we're going to try. Matt Heinz, say hello.
Thanks for having me, everyone. Yeah, thoughts out to Paige and her family. Hope that they're celebrating her grandma's life right now and thinking of her and what they're going through, but happy to fill in the meantime.
Yes, we appreciate it. As I was saying to Paige, we figured, we've got you and we've got her partner, Holly. This is a whole family business, so why wouldn't you be on the podcast?
We do work for free, so might as well take advantage of it.
Well, you work for free-ish, but we are kind to you. We say wonderful
Sometimes,
things.
mostly, maybe.
It's not for nothing.
I'll take what I can get, I guess.
We appreciate it, though. I'm very excited about this. I think this will be fun. And, who knows if it goes well? Maybe we could do it again. Maybe Paige and Holly could get up in here.
Maybe our kids won't wake up this time when we're recording.
True. This is our second attempt. We wanted to get, loosen up a little bit the last time.
That first take was pretty good, so they missed out, but we'll see if we can.
We'll save it to like the end of year blooper reel or something like that. So to get us started, though, before we get into the meat of the episode, as Paige would say, why don't you tell us a little about yourself? Matt, you're a Richmonder to know in your own right. You've been here as long as I have. You actually discovered the Richmond Experience for our own family unit. Tell us about yourself.
I did, yes. Well, I guess my story begins at JMU. Met Kelsey freshman year. She just came to say hey. Lived in the same dorm and friends ever since. Started dating later in college, married a few years after college, went out to San Diego for fun in the sun and enjoyed that. And then when we were ready to, settle down with the family, wanted to move back to Virginia. So we're looking for Virginia-related accounts. We were mostly focused on Richmond, so found the Richmond Experience in probably early 2018 and liked what Sam was up to. It was fun following along on her adventures and her highlighting stuff that was happening in the city. And so then we moved here in summer of 2018 and we lived for a year in Scott's Addition, bought a house and lived for a handful of years in Church Hill, then moved out to the burbs and have been out here for a couple of years now, but loved each of the neighborhoods we were in and each of the, all the things that each of them had to offer in the city at large as well. And then it was exciting, around COVID time when you applied originally to be a contributing writer, and then things have progressed from there, and a handful of years later, here we are.
Here we are. It is really wild to think how far back we've known about this little corner of the internet, and now it's it's in the family now.
It's your corner now. You get to do with it what you want. I like the decorations that you put up.
Are you talking about in my office right now?
In your corner of the internet, sure.
I was going to say, because some behind the scenes in the office that you're in right now, it's just straight up laundry everywhere.
I'm sitting on a laundry basket right now.
It's cozy stuff. We like our corner of the internet now too. We liked it before. We like it as our own. I mean, the Richmond Experience, it's a cute little vibe over here. We're very excited. And speaking of other things related to the Richmond Experience as a business and your involvement in it, you too recently put out some new merch for us.
I did.
And you're promoting it right now.
Hip hop air horn.
Right. Yeah. I was making jokes about how I can like do all this like really like fancy editing for this while Paige is out of office, and then she'll be like, let's not do this anymore. I'll see what kind of horns I can get.
But yeah, the new merch, pretty excited about it. I've been wanting the Richmond Experience to put out some new stuff for a while now, so it was cool to hear you or see that you came to me and said that you wanted something with River City on it, because you didn't really see something like that available out there. So put a few designs together and have them up now. So yeah, now that it is the holiday season, feel free to check that out for your loved ones. Can't guarantee delivery by Christmas at this point, I guess, but Bonfire does a great job, so you never know. I guess maybe they would get here on time. But in any case, yeah, I got 4 new designs up there, and then the standard Richmond, Virginia one as well. That hopefully will be coming up with some new colors here in the future. They've got a JMU and a tech kind of motif right now, but it'd be cool to have a UVA, U of R, VCU, those collegiate colors going too. So we'll see about that. Check it out for you and yours.
Exactly. I would say the quality is like pretty great. You have so many options with Bonfire. I mean, Bonfire deserves a shout out in and of itself too.
Absolutely.
Their shipping, as you said, was fantastic. And they have so many like options for like what you can get your designs onto. And I was having a very, a moment trying to figure out, I'm not a big like options person. Like it's kind of like, it was very much reminding me of wedding planning. But you were good at guiding us into the different like colors and fabrics and such that we were working on. I felt like to make it less overwhelming. But Bonfire is great because they have so many different choices that you can use for your different designs. So the options are fantastic. Get in there, look around. We've already seen sales of the new designs. It's so cool to like see people picking up some of your swag. I'm very impressed and proud of you. You, like you said, had been suggesting like, let's get in there, mix it up a little bit. And I've just been very like, me and just like sweaty about like the new ownership of it all. But now that Paige and I are into this for like a year, it was feeling more like, okay, I think we're at a place where it's like I feel comfortable kind of tapping into like a new little project that we were wanting to work on. And you did such a fantastic job. Like you also said, I had been looking for like a River City t-shirt, and I was like, can you get in there? You make me one? It was kind of like for personal and professional reasons.
Sure. As they say, design for yourself.
Make the merch you want to see in the world.
There you go.
I had been asking you in our last cut of the episode about like your favorite Richmond things, and we got to talking about our affinity for brewery culture. What are some of your favorite things about the Richmond area before we get into specifics of this week and weekend? Matt, what do you love about Richmond? What do you want to tell the people?
Sure. It's a great beer city, so we've really enjoyed that. In San Diego, we used to do our own little brewery tours where we would walk around Ocean Beach, and there were multiple, maybe 4, 5, 6 breweries that were all within, a mile walk. So we'd hit up a few on a, lazy Sunday. And it's been really cool to still be able to do some of that in Richmond, especially in our Scott's Edition days. Hitting up Vossen and Ardent and Three Notch and Star Hill.
We're big Isley fans too.
I was
R.I.P.
about to say Isley too, R.I.P. And I guess some of my favorites now, I'd say Hardywood's probably up there.
We're enjoying Hardywood right now. Did we already say that? We got one of those gift packs that we had talked about in a previous episode. I'm having their Christmas morning, which is very good. It's like their coffee, their holiday coffee one.
Yeah, I was having the fluffy GBS, the Imperial Milk Stout with marshmallows. Absolutely delicious. But yeah, I love their beers across the board pretty much, and their venues as well, both in the downtown area and out west. Great spots to hang out, especially for a family. But otherwise, Three Notched is up there in terms of the beer. Star Hill, love that venue in Scott's Edition. Vossen was a go-to for me in Scott's Edition as well, and that's only gotten better now that Cochi Loco, I think it is across the street from them now. That would have been incredible to have when we lived a few blocks away. And then Intermission, I feel like we've enjoyed more recently out in the burbs. So yeah, I really like that Richmond is a beer city. It also has great outdoor activities, access to the river, lots of stuff to do downtown. Friday Cheers is my favorite, favorite handful of days of the year, pretty much.
Wait, did we ever talk about how Friday Cheers is not coming back for this season? They're taking a pause.
I know I'm going to miss it so much next year. Browns Island is one of my favorite places in the city for sure.
Well, all that said, why don't we go ahead and dive into the thick of it, what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia this week. You're up first with Eat, Matt.
I am, and I have prepared something for this. Jack Brown's, I think, is where you should eat. I know Kels has sung its praises before on the podcast, but it is my favorite place, so who knows how many times I'll be allowed to be on the podcast, so I must, while I am here, sing its praises as well. It's my favorite place. Obviously it has a special place in my heart and our hearts because of JMU. It started in Harrisonburg around the time that we were in college there, so that's pretty cool. But now they're all over the South with locations Charlottesville, Richmond, I think Virginia Beach, North Carolina, Alabama, all over the place, which is really cool to see. But it started as, a small little bar at the end of a little strip in Harrisonburg, and they've kind of kept that dive bar feel going with all their locations. And the Richmond location is no different. It's small, intimate, but really cool vibes, really cool people, good music, great burgers, the best burgers in Richmond, in my opinion. Cobra Kai is my go-to, and pretty much most of the time when I order it, people that work there say it's their favorite too. So highly recommend it.
It's like a jalapeno popper situation.
Yeah, chef's kiss, as they say. But side of fries and then Jack Brown sauce are must-haves as well. And yeah, I don't think Kelsey's mentioned before, but they do like a notch program where they're all about, craft beer. So it's always rotating their selection there. And if you drink 100 different beers over the course of however long, your many visits over the months or years, you get your own personalized shirt. And then they do things for 200 and 500, and if you get all the way to 1,000, you become a saint, and you get your own day of the year. When I was just there yesterday, and it was somebody's saint day, so they got to pick, the burger, design their own burger, and I'm sure there's other perks as well. But pretty cool vibes in terms of loyalty and clientele, and yeah, just love so much about it. So I had to come on here and say that.
And also don't forget about the Jack Brown's Run Club, which you have participated in as well.
I have, yeah. They kind of take a break for the winter. I think they do like one themed run a month. But yeah, last spring and summer I went to a few or a handful, and then once got to be baby time, kind of had to take a step back, but looking forward to going back in the spring once they ramp back up again with their weekly Monday runs. And afterwards you get a discount on food at Jack Brown's, so it's a good bonus.
And for drink this week, I'm going to reference one of our city guides. I'm actually going to reference one of our city guides for both of mine this week, but starting with drink. 17 Ways to Slow Down and Romanticize Your Life This Winter is one that we like to put out around this time of year because, it's dark and cold out there and people need this kind of advice. And I want you to hone in on number one, which I say is take a self-guided hot chocolate tour around this city. If you've gotten your holiday fill of peppermint, gingerbread, and eggnog flavored coffee drinks, switch it up with some cocoa this season. Cameo Cakery and Cafe, Can, Smoky Mug, and Stir Crazy Cafe in particular each have some delish options for starters on their menus. But if you've got another coffee shop or cafe that you like to go to regularly, give them a shot too. Hot cocoa is delicious. Get out there and warm yourself up.
We love it, and we've been dipping our toes into that cocoa water more recently with the kids, but that's obviously more Swiss Miss and marshmallows, but love hot chocolate.
Yeah, you know what? Now that we were talking about our brewery tour season of life, now we're more in like a hot cocoa tour. Maybe this is our time to shine.
Sure is. Let's do it.
We could. This is like a cute little way just to sort of like keep yourself out and about in these like much more frigid temperatures than we'll be having come March, April, May.
It's too damn cold out there.
It's chilly. It's chilly for sure. For C, what are we doing, Matt?
Oh, we are seeing a movie at Goochland Drive-In Theater.
Tell us more.
I love this spot. I know Kelsey has brought it up before, but it's another one of my favorites, so thought I'd be remiss to not mention it, especially in this holiday season. I like it especially now because, with the sun setting earlier, the show times are earlier, so you can get out there, 5 or 6 o'clock and get a couple movies in. They do lean into the holiday time frame, so they've got a couple of holiday ones. I think you're saying Jingle All the Way and
A Christmas Story, I think I saw.
A Christmas Story are this week's films, so that's cool. I think it runs every weekend, so they release their showtimes and movies at the beginning of each week. But yeah, it's a good time, and not too far from Richmond, or downtown Richmond at least. And yeah, they've got a good concession stand as well with I'm sure they've got some seasonal things there to check out. But yeah, we went to a drive-in theater for our first time out in San Diego, after living in Northern Virginia for years. Wasn't really an option for us up there, but loved it out in San Diego and was excited to see that when we moved to Richmond, there was one down here too. So it's pretty cool. I think more people should check it out.
Yeah, it's a fun little date night spot or a fun family-friendly spot. And that's a good tip too, because I think the reason that we have held off on this in recent years is because the show times are pretty late with sundown, but sun's going down at like 5 p.m. at this point, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, it is tough with little kids, at least for the 8 o'clock show times, in the summer and beyond. But yeah, in winter, it's easy to get out there, and we haven't taken our kids out there just yet, especially now that we have a new roly-poly. But maybe later in the season, maybe next year, we'll check it out. I'm sure they're going to love it. It's a cool experience.
Yeah, I love a little themed movie night. That's fantastic.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And to wrap us up for Do, as I said, I'm pointing back to this romanticizing winter city guide that we had spoken about just a minute ago. And I'm saying that you should go ice skating. Stony Point Fashion Park, Hopewell Skate Rink, and Conex each offer outdoor skating through the beginning of January. But if you want to keep the Rink at Rockefeller Center vibe alive all season long, you can also visit Richmond Ice Zone and Skate Nation Plus. But I wanted to make sure that people knew that if you're going for like the bona fide outdoorsy ice skating rink type of thing, those first 3 places that I mentioned are still open for like a couple more weeks, if that's what you're trying to do.
It is. I'd love to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, we did that in San Diego too, which was, not our best experience, but I feel like I remember doing this around, like Reston Town Center does this, don't they, every year?
Oh yeah, Reston Town Center had a good one when we were up there. Yeah, love an outdoor ice rink. San Diego tried to do it. It's not the best weather for it, so it was a pretty slushy, bumpy ice experience, unfortunately, but it was cool vibes and, better set up here in Virginia, so check it out for sure while they're around.
And most of these places too, like offer all of the equipment too. It's not like you have to bring your own thing, but you could, I guess, if you're a professional like that.
Wow. I'm not. Are you?
No. Anyway.
All right. Well, I'd be remiss not to take this opportunity.
You're being remiss a lot on this episode.
Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll ever be invited back. So, gotta take this airtime while I've got it to say how proud I am of you and Paige and what you guys have built here, and love you very much. It's been really cool to see you guys grow and learn about all the aspects of running a business, and to see each of you start as just contributors and kind of take the reins yourselves. It's been really cool to see, and especially as mom. Shout out to the stay-at-home moms out there, the working moms. It's no easy feat, and I'm always impressed with how well you do with it, and all the hours you put in. Like, it's 11:30 right now and we're recording this, but you power through and you get it done, and I'm proud of you and I love you very much.
You're a real darling. I love you so much. That was such a sweet way to wrap this up. I think that you and I made Paige proud on this episode.
I hope so. Have me back.
All right. Come on back.
And that wraps us up. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all-access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for anyway? Use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA too. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds and rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Heinz's Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.